A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you can see right there that these two teams have split the first two games of the series. So essentially, that makes this a three-game series. And that means that winning this game is huge.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Pittsburgh Pirates.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Jeff Locke gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, not many guys throw the knuckle curve, but those that can, especially this guy, very effective when they do use it. Grip it like a knuckleball, but spin it like a curve. Gets a lot of downward action. We'll see how it works in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Drew Stubbs makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, number 16.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Tabata giving chase. One down.
One of the keys to the game for this guy is going to be getting outs early in the count. It doesn't necessarily have to be one pitch like it was there, but he needs to keep those 20-pitch innings to a minimum. That's a good start to the game for him there.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
All right, now these guys come into Game 3 with a pretty big task ahead. They squandered that home field advantage, so now they have to get at least one of these next two games on the road to try to get it back to their place for a possible Game 5. Or, you know, of course, they could win Games 3 and 4 right here, but I think that's going to be awfully difficult.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Locke's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Bases are empty, one man out. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just out in front of that one. Still 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And with the light rain falling the way it is here at game time, if you're a speed threat, a slick field can really work to your advantage. It's tough to make the plays out there on the infield. Hit the ball on the ground and run, but it's not going to help you if you don't put the ball in play.
Brandon Jordan gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Set to deal on 2-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Michael Franco will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
If you're a stolen base kind of guy, most of your stolen bases are in the pitcher, not the catcher. But this was a slide step that he used right here, and he still stole the base. I think you got to blame the catcher for this one.
Hit hard to short. Mercer dives. What a stop. Just late. He's safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away.
Well, this game can certainly humble you at times. And he makes an A-plus play just to get a glove on the ball, but that throw completely misses its mark. So for all his efforts, he'll wind up getting hit with an error. Unfair.
Standing in now, Jose Bautista. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
It's starting to look like they want to show some aggressiveness on the base pass here. That's now 2 stolen bases so far in the very first inning.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. In the dirt here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt, and as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment, and as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. High pop-up. Mercer is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Phillies lead it 1-0. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, we'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Robbie Ray will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Getting ready now is Starling Marte to lead things off in the home half of inning number 1.
Marte.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Beltre is up with it. Throw will not be in time. As a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
You know, playing in the rain, it can favor a speed guy like this. You know, on defense, it's tough to get a grip if you've got a bare hand, a wet baseball, and plus, your footing's going to be an issue as well. This was a good effort defensively, but in the end, it's a bunt single.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing. Here's Jordy Mercer now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, If he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Nobody out, runner on first. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back standing. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Stubbs ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base and how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, folks will make you pay at this level.
Andrew McCutcheon will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Center fielder.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Franco has it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Settling in now, Josh Harrison, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Taken high and deep to right. Jordan going back on it. Still going back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, you can say one thing for sure. They are swinging it like they mean it. That's 3 hits already in the first inning, and this one goes for 2 bases. They're having no trouble at all seeing this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Oliver Radford, as he'll take a look at ball one. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Stubbs on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
It's worth noting that he's leaving the ball up here to these first few hitters. It's already bitten him once. He's lucky it didn't bite him here.
Lee Haney stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Adrian Beltre will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Locke gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
That's wide. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Nope. 3-0. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Wilson Ramos gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
Grounded to third. This could be 2. Scooped up. There's Harrison for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Into the box now, Darren Ruff. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. With most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
In now, Robbie Ray. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
So striding in, Drew Stubbs, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. Now, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Ben Zobrist gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Looking to minimize the damage here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
This is line to left. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Jose Tabata will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
Right fielder.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Two and 0 now.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Set to deliver on 2-1. All even now, 2-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Zobrist is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there, because you feel like you're all
Cervelli.
over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit, you get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Francisco Cervelli stands in. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball, whoa, he can be tough. That's a hard pitch to hang in there on.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. There to take it is Bautista, and he's got it for out number 2.
Batting 9.
And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Jeff Locke steps in now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
And he falls behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Toward the dugout. Did he catch it? He did. What a play there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. 2 innings complete. Deuces are wild. It's 2-2. Brandon Jordan is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
After walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the third.
The batter, number 7.
And he looked at 2 pitches he didn't like, but on 0-2, he couldn't wait any longer, so he jumped all over this one and ripped it out to the wall for a loud double.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And they'll just waste one there. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
No one out with a runner at second. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Lock sets. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Into the box, Jose Bautista. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. McCutchen going back. A reach there by McCutchen, but it's over his glove for a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer so far in the series, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That last home run traveling an estimated 412 feet. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson Ramos waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Wilson Ramos steps into the box. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Inside, looked like the knuckle curve. It's 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Runners on the move for second. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Into the box now, Darren Ruff, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Now the double steal is on here. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Well, you know what? I like this idea. I like being aggressive in a ball game. You've already scored against this guy, so maybe now you can put a little bit more pressure on him with that sneak attack double steal. It doesn't work out here, but I don't fault him for being aggressive.
Lifted in the air out to right. Tabata is in pursuit. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Now batting.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
Robbie Ray will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1.
I think that's pretty symptomatic of the struggles we've seen here so far. He's even fallen behind the pitcher 2-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. On his way to pitch number 75. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
3-1, here it is. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Charlie Morton is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Morton.
Drew Stubbs will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Lays off 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Here it comes, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called ball. 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Beltre posts under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And after giving up those 2 first-inning runs, he's really been able to settle down, and now that's 6 in a row he's retired.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jordy Mercer, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that was a breaking ball that he hit. And it looked like he saw it right out of the pitcher's hand so nicely. They might have to attack him with some hard stuff this time around.
Bases are empty, 1 man in. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Three and 0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
And this is lined hard to deep left. Oh, and he botches it. He'll take the turn and head for second. problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Harrison. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh and 1, here it comes. Ground ball left side. Beltre has it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Pirates leave one. They trail 5-2. Ben Zobrist is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Harrison has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Up next for
and that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Brandon Jordan steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1 and 1. Up high, 2 and 1 now. A little early, and now it's even at 2 and 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3 and 2. Maikel Franco waits on deck. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You give him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Maikel Franco will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
In there at the knees, strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
And again a throw, and the runner back. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Five runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. One and two, here it comes. Now a swing and a soft liner, foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Oh, good pitch right there for the punch-out. He tried the fastball on the last pitch, but he comes back with a little wrinkle on 1 and 2, and it works out for him.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. A dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Jose Bautista. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hit to short, taken in by Mercer, and he is in there. Adrian Beltre gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0.
So far, I think they just singled him out and said, don't let this guy beat us. He hadn't seen much to hit at all.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And now 3-1 here. And if this is a borderline pitch here, you got to let it go. This has to be in a perfect spot if you're going to hack.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're still out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Oliver Bradford, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that's in there for strike one. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Hit hard up the middle. Oh, look at Franco. He goes to first. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Once this gets past the pitcher, I figured it was a sure base hit, but the shortstop comes out of nowhere to dive for this thing and then throw a bullet over to first for the out.
In now, Lee Haney. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. In there, and it's even at 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Jose Tabata will be next. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Here's Jose Tabata now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Zobrist on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Bucks go down quietly, and the deficit remains 5-2. Wilson Ramos heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Philadelphia, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1. This one's down to third. Radford fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman, number 21, Darren Ruff.
Darren Ruff steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at one.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Here it comes on 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
That's generally the rule. If you throw a pitch on 2-1, you'll probably see it again on 3-2, and he comes up empty there.
Into the box, Robbie Ray. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Five runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains 5-2. Francisco Cervelli comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count, here's the pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle and reined in, 1 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, pitcher Charlie Morton. Your attention,
Bartlett
please.
will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Morton, number 27, Lee Bartlett.
High and deep to right. Jordan racing back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting number 6, left fielder Starling Marte.
Starling Marte steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to get by. Beltre down the line. A fair ball. The throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now batting.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Jordy Mercer Strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Stormy Pimentel will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Stormy Pimentel.
Drew Stubbs steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Hit hard towards center and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Not close. It's 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Outside, 3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Brandon Jordan stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Chopped foul right at home plate. First and second here with nobody out. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh, that was definitely a double play possibility going down the drain right there. He's in a little bit too much of a hurry to get rid of his throw. So once he bobbles it, the chance for 2 goes right out the window. Fortunately, he is able to re-grip it in time to hustle it over there to second and save the force out.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runners are at first and third, one away. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Still 2-2. Shot towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate, and this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Just a line drive right back where it came from. He was all over that one, and that'll get that runner in for third base.
Jose Bautista will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That'll find its way out of play. It's still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. And the pitch on 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Takes this the other way to right, and that is into right field, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his third RBI of the ball game.
Adrian Beltre will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. McCutchen going back on it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Wilson Ramos Steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Nope. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Philadelphia's on top, 7-2. Andrew McCutchen will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Center fielder.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And that misses ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A quick out number 1.
Yeah, that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehanded the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Oliver Radford will be next. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 1 out, nobody on. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Oliver Radford will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Out of play. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Back in standing. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On to the 7th now in Game 3. Phillies lead this one 7-2. Back here in Pittsburgh. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Eric Finch is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
14, Eric Finch.
Digging in, Darren Ruff. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Here's a high pop-up. Mercer is camped under this one. 1 gone.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Robbie Ray gets an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and, well, he's really earned it.
Well, he definitely has, Matt. I mean, he's been on point today and really held him at bay.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
Here's Drew Stubbs now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're on top 7-2.
Inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Lee Haney.
Leading
and
off for
they'll
the
need him
Pirates.
to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And that misses 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Ruff scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
There's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Jose Tabata will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Now the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. drilled to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Now batting. Catcher.
Let's take a look at all 5 pitches in this at-bat. They get ahead with strike 1, and then a good setup there that misses. Then he fights one off to make it 1-2. Then another tough pitch that he fouls off, and finally, bang, he comes through on the 5th pitch of that at-bat.
Stepping in now, Francisco Cervelli. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Out in front as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Gregory Polanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Runners are at first and second with one away. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Grounded to the right. He's got it. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Phillies lead it 7-2. Archimedes Caminero will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Archimedes Caminero.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, he's 0 for 4 coming into this at-bat, so I think he's happy to see a new arm out there. Maybe his luck will change.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hot shot down the line. And he'll reach to start the inning as this ball gets through him. A base hit.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Brandon Jordan steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first.
Nope.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Into the box, Michael Franco. He singled his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And you know, the big key to throwing the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
None out, runners at first and second. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2. DK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's an 8-2 game.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Jose Bautista is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Weak chopper up the line. Barehanded on the hop. The tag. He's safe.
Oh, love the effort.
Brett Hopkins will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 15, Brett Hopkins.
Adrian Beltre will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. In there, and it's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. First and second here with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The set and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
He waits. Now the pitch. Full count now. 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. None out, runners at first and second. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The runner from second crosses the plate.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson
Stepping
Ramos.
in, Wilson Ramos. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Pause, now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Fouled straight back. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. One there on to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ground ball to first, but then he hustles his way over to the bag to help them wrap up that 3-6-1 double play.
Standing in now, Darren Ruff. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Left side. Backhanded in shallow left by Mercer. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Tack on another run there. They put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Robbie Ray steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
In there for strike 1. Four runs here in this half inning. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 11 and the Pirates 2. Starling Marte will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. He's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Ball 2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
And after that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Jordy Mercer strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taking off on him.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Andrew McCutcheon will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he'll lay off the fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer. So don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. High and deep to center field. Stubbs ranging back. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Jared Hughes will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Drew Stubbs steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. That trick, my friend. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he swings at the first pitch and sends a chopper out to short. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
In now, Brandon Jordan, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. swing and a ball hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Ken Giles will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Ken Giles.
Josh Harrison will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Giles is ready. 2-2 on its way home. Hit to third. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
Third baseman, number 2, Oliver Radford.
Oliver Radford stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Out in front of it, strike 1. Called strike 0-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
The 1-2 pitch. Out trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Barehanded by Zobrist. He's out.
Oh, love it. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Lee Haney. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Hard liner toward short. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, this one started out with some promise, but it winds up as a laugher as they cruise home with a 9-run victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 11-2. So long from Pittsburgh.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 11 runs, 15 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Our paid attendance at PNC Park this afternoon, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.